be making a connection to something we've read this year, very recently. It's kind of fresh in my mind, and this is Frankenstein, and I will be making the connection between racism in Frankenstein and racism in To Kill a Mockingbird. So first of all, for To Kill a Mockingbird, Scout and Jem kind of grow up during this period of time. So the period of time that this was written in is the obvious theme in To Kill a Mockingbird is racism. And during this period of time, it follows Scout and Jem and how they grow older and realize the racism in their community and obviously in the nation. Now, because of what these people looked like, because of what black people looked like, they weren't given rights, they weren't given a voice, they weren't given a say in anything strictly because of what they looked like. Now, with this, we can make parallels to Frankenstein as well. Now, obviously, Frankenstein, the main theme wasn't racism, and it's not really apparent, but in a way, it kind of goes hand in hand with ostracization in society. So, looking at To Kill a Mockingbird, black people were 100% ostracized. They were they weren't given a voice, like I said before. They weren't given their rights. In the same way, the creature in Frankenstein also had to deal with similar things. So Victor created this creation and then saw what he looked like. He saw that he was ugly, that he was undesirable to look at, and ran away and didn't want to be near him, didn't want to get to know him, didn't want to know the creature for who he was because of what he looked like. So in a way, the same happens to the people in To Kill a Mockingbird. Because of what they look like, they're not able to have conversations with people. They're not able to get to know each other. I mean, if the creation made by Victor was a beautiful, magnificent creature, obviously everyone around him would want to get to know him. But because of what he looked like, in other words, racism, the people around him don't want to know him. And the similar thing happens in Macomb County in To Kill a Mockingbird. And these people are viewed as just less than and undesirable people, which is pretty sad. And we see how that affects the people in both Frankenstein and in To Kill a Mockingbird, and the toll on both of the people. So in Frankenstein as well, we also kind of see how feminism also is a main theme in Frankenstein, and how this can almost relate to racism as well, being that the men view themselves higher than the women. They feel that the women are below them and that they sort of own them in a way. Now, this can relate to Kill a Mockingbird because the white people in the community feel that they are higher than or more than the black people in their community. And this makes the black people feel less than them, and kind of empowers the white people. So the big takeaways from To Kill a Mockingbird and the comparison to Frankenstein is that the creature has to go through the same exact things that the black people in Macomb County have to go through in To Kill a Mockingbird. They're not viewed as people necessarily. They're not given the same rights. They're not understood. They aren't able to do the things that these other people are able to do strictly because of what they look like. So with the comparison between Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird and Frankenstein, yes, Frankenstein doesn't have a theme of racism, but the parallels can be drawn between To Kill a Mockingbird and Frankenstein. Strictly between the way the creature looks and the way the black people look. In To Kill a Mockingbird, society was extremely judgmental and extremely racist. And in the society of Frankenstein, or in that book, the creature was extremely judged. He wasn't viewed as a normal human. He wasn't viewed as being a person. So, yeah.